You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character I'm going to tell you, there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong, because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants, and you will think that they are for you, when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody. Oh, if you ever send anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gate. Somebody taught me the protocol of the palace. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9, the world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station, let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9, broadcasting victory. WZYE family, rise up, it's a
of the bone of the board. Yellow chan can down of the bone of the bone. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad, Mrs. of the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, she come from the struggle. No, the poor man feel pocket empty, light be lie, but she nah kneel. Open the door for the youth, them give them hope and chance. Build school, build road, give every pitney a dance. Them say economy dead, she say watch me now. Bring back the jobs, make the dollar run through. From Laventil to Cedros, from Tobago shore. She feeding the hungry, she open every door. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad, Mrs. of the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad champion, hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad. Them try back, she down, try shake, she foundation. But she stand like Everest, pure determination. Caring for the children, no more hungry belly cry. Books in them and future bright like blue sky. She willing fi fight, she willing fi bleed. For every Trini soul, every single need. Oil money flowing, tourism boss again. Trinidad and Tobago with the boss of the chain. No more begging no island, we leading the pack. Kamla the general, we marching right back. She fly straight to USA, link up with Trump. Sit down like boss, no time for no stamp. Talk for the people, talk for the land. Come back with the pen, we go right all the wrong hand. Sign off the deals, make the money rain hard. Economy jump up, no more so fired. Poor man get house, children get light. She rewrite the future, make everything right. That pen in she hand like Excalibur blade. Kamla the queen, know the whole world afraid. She strong, she wise, she love we fi true. From the ghetto to the mansion, she there for me and you. One voice, one nation, one Trinidad queen. 23 seats and beyond, she live in the dream. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Superpower Caribbean, watch the whole world shake. She get the pen, she right the wrong. Now we on top, eh. Mountain Kamla, Trinidad and Tobago, we back on top again, eh. Trumping champion, Kamla, 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 Kamla. Trinidad forever.
Whatever, for whatever, we moving up, straight to the top, top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Better days are run and tell everybody a change has finally come. We fixing TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody the work has just begun. We building TNT. UNC will get it done. So whatever, whatever. So whatever, whatever. So whatever, whatever. So whatever. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Is yet to come. We shaping TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody. Together we are one. We growing TNT. UNC will get rid of it. Up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. begun. UNC for everyone. UNC is love.
Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago. Crime mama, we here. There we go. Stop the crime, stop the shooting, stop the killing of the children, stop the looting, stop the home invasion, stop the hate, stop the racism, open the gate. Time to unite, time to rise, time to look your brother in the eyes. Turn to God, clean up the land. Trinidad and Tobago, together we stand. TNT crying, TNT crying. Let we make tomorrow better. Stop the lying. TNT crying, TNT crying. Rise up my people, time for unifying. Morning come, another mother bawling. Little boy get shot, school back still falling. Home invasion at the night, them kick down door. Taking with peace, leaving with sore. Racism in the shadow, hate in the light. Black Indian Douglas, we one fight. No more blood on the street running red. No more gunman making the youth them dead. Look at your brother man, he struggle like you. Same style, same flag, same sky so blue. Put down the weapon, pick up the tool. Build up the nation, stop playing the fool. Let's stop the crime, stop the shooting, stop the killing of the children, stop the looting, stop the home invasion, stop the hate, stop the racism, open the gate. Time to unite, time to rise, time to look your brother in the eyes. Turn to God, clean up the land. Trinidad and Tobago, together we stand. From Port of Spain to Tobago side, crime taking over, but we not. Police, community, church and school, all our we hands together break the rule of the fool. Mothers praying, fathers stand tall. You stop running with the gun and the ball. We want carnival joy, not funeral song. Let we heal the land where we belong. The country crying, rivers running pain, but faith and unity go bring the rain. Stop the hate, spread the love instead. Bring it to the bone, till we dead. Time to rise, time to rise, time to unite, unite. Time to God, time to God. Clean up the land tonight. No more blood, no more tears, no more children living in fear. We is one family, from Cedros to Toco, Trinidad and Tobago. Let we go. Stop the crime, stop the shooting, stop the killing of the children. Stop the hate, stop the racism. Time to rise, time to fix this TNT crime. But we go dry the tear, make tomorrow better. Stand up tall. Stop the crime, stop the crime. Time to God, clean up the land. We love your TNT, one love. Oh.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And folks, even when you subscribe, like and share, okay? Like and share. Let me bring in my pal, the young man, the man himself out of Serbia. People say Sally Bay. The well-known Marshall Uncle Tommy Nesbitt. Tommy, how are you?
Quite good, my dear friend. And you today, how are you on this memorial day?
You know, Tommy is interesting, eh? My wife didn't do nothing for Memorial Day, boy. I ain't even got a vegan hot dog, so.
Maybe she didn't remember.
Even if she didn't remember.
Her memory probably giving trouble.
I don't know about that. I even got a vegan hot dog self, man. I went and run.
How'd that go?
That went excellent. I had a training session with one of my future star athletes.
Where do you do your sessions?
At Mizell Park in Springfield.
Oh, in Springfield.
Yeah, in Springfield. You know what my goal is, Tommy? Part of my goal is to take 3 to 4 college coaches to Trinidad and Tobago to have a 1-week camp in Trinidad and a 1-week camp in Tobago. And at the end of that 1 or 2 week camp, for there to be athletes, track and field, who will now be on the road to an athletic scholarship.
That's
Now,
very noble.
yeah, the last person, a young lady out of Tobago named Natalia Eastman, I got her a scholarship to go to Morgan State University.
How is she
Right?
doing at Morgan?
She's doing excellent. As a matter of fact, she's here now in New York. Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I have to go visit her tomorrow in New York. She have her uncle in New York, so she's doing excellent at Morgan State University. And Tommy, think about this, eh?
Is she what she is? Sophomore or junior?
She was a freshman.
She just did the first year.
Yeah, she just did her first year. And Tommy, it's interesting, eh? The coach at Morgan State University gave her a full scholarship on my word, eh? You understand what I'm saying?
Lodging and everything.
Yes. So I reached out to him. I said, listen, I have an athlete here for you. I think she will do very well. She's very good. She's very good academically. And, next thing you know, she had a full scholarship. She went to the embassy. She got her I-20 form. Everything. She got a full scholarship, man. And Tommy, listen to this, eh? I do not make a penny, a dry cent. As a matter of fact, sometimes I may have to assist with a few things that they have to do.
Well, it's not your objective to try to profit off of this. It's you trying to help out as best as you can.
And that's accurate. And Tommy, the sad part is, Tommy, the evil, wicked PNM party, let me repeat that. The evil, wicked PNM party who don't like black people, only like them to vote for them and keep them going in the sub-basement, they want to have nothing to do with that. Nothing.
Well, you should be glad they had nothing to do with it.
I'm thinking there. I'm not sure about that, Tom, because I think at the end of the day, the benefits that a lot of those athletes would have received would have outweighed the evil and wickedness of the PNM.
That way, there's no skin in the game from them, so they can't look forward to reaping any benefits from what you've done.
No, but they couldn't. They won't be able to reap any benefits anyway, right? The only thing they would have said that
if they helped out in any way, then they will feel she's obligated to them.
No, in that way. And now, Tommy, I have about, and I've been saying this a little while, I have about 30 to 40 pair of running shoes. Right? I'm going to donate it to Tobago.
Good idea.
And you know why I'm donating it to Tobago? Because I want to believe that Tobago people, and I ain't casting no aspersions on Trinidadians, right? But there are some PNM Trinidadians who are propagandists of the PNM. And when they see people trying to do good things, they have nothing good to say. So my father is a Tobagonian, still living in Tobago. He's 92 years of age.
Wow.
Right? I have brothers living in Tobago. I have sisters living in Tobago. I just grew up in Trinidad. So, when I get the time, I'll go in my garage and get a barrel and pack it in the barrel and send it to them. I think
Your father's married down?
Yeah, my father is married down.
He's still running it?
No. Married down. I know what's the story with married down.
For the 92, if he's that able, I say, whoa.
Yeah. He's still there, man. Still in his saddle. You understand? So folks, sometimes I just wonder, Tommy, if people just take my kindness for weakness.
That would happen. That definitely will happen.
I'm just worrying about. I'm just thinking about it. Because, Tommy, to be honest with you, I never in my wildest imagination ever believed that I would have left Schumacher Clavantil building one apartment, 2-1, and get a scholarship, go to college, and then do a lot of the things that I did. You know, because growing up in Schumacher, you know, there wasn't much hope, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
When you're living in an apartment building, you know, with your 5 siblings in a 1-bedroom apartment, you understand? And your mother trying her best to assist in any way possible. You know, you're going to a junior secondary school, you're going to school for 3.5 hours a day. You understand? It looked kind of hopeless. You know, but the skies open and my mother was able to come to this country and then, you know, make a way for the rest of her kids. And the rest is history. And today, Tommy, today or yesterday, under the PNM, when I go back to Trinidad and I watch a Schumacher, Tommy, I tell you the story. I take a car to go up Schumacher the last time I was in Trinidad. And I passed the place straight where I grew up.
You're kidding.
I'm telling you, I took a car down by the cathedral in Port of Spain.
Uh-huh.
Tell the fella going Schumacher.
As an Independence Square.
Yes. He said, all right, no problem. I sit down in the car, the man gone and drop off people. And he gone. And then all of a sudden to me, I'm in some place I didn't know. You understand? So I asked the fella, I said, boss, we passed the planning and them already. He said, man, what you talking about? We passed them planning long time, man. Where you getting off? I said, no, I'm getting off by the planning. He said, boy, all right, I don't go back down the road. The man has to turn around to me.
Wow.
And tie me back down the road to drop me off by the planning.
Goodness.
Imagine that.
You couldn't make it out.
I couldn't make it out, man. I could not make it out.
Well, what happened? Overgrown?
You're asking answers. And that's a PNM stronghold, eh? So you should know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me go to the chat. Who was first in Uranus?
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus McFarlane.
Yep.
Right? Volsang was yesterday though, right?
Yep.
All right.
And
Good
then
job,
Batos.
Uranus. Yeah. Yeah, Volsang got one straight. Good evening, Walshik, Uncle Tommy. I hope you had a great day. I had a great day today, man.
Good evening to
all the
you.
amazing people in the village. Batos boy, you're inching up, boy, Batos boy. Good day to WZYE and all the villagers. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Correct is right, Batos. Full 100.
Yep.
Angie, hello to you.
Angie is third.
Hello to Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and all your wonderful WZYE villagers. Can't wait for this evening live. Blessings to everyone. Folks, I have to tell all you something, eh? I have an issue I want to address today. Eh? I really and truly, you know, normally we just talk about a lot of issues here, Tommy.
Yep.
It are 2 issues today I want to address, eh? 2 issues, eh? And to show Tommy how the 4th estate in Trinidad and Tobago have gone way overboard, Tommy, with respect to information they disseminating to the public. And the public not taking their time to go and do a little homework and just taking whatever they say. Forget about the PNM people, because the PNM people, anytime they see something that is against the current government, them running with it. Them really don't care to do no research. And this is an issue that you all hear me talking about almost every single program here on In the Village and Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. which is very, very dear to me, close to me. And I'm going to delve into that. We here at WZYE are going to delve into that with our editorial. And then the other one have something similar to do with that, right? And when the PNM was doing it, you didn't hear one dog bark. You didn't hear nothing from the Fort Estate. You didn't hear them. They were silent, like they had permanent Novocaine. All of a sudden, in just 1 year, they found their voice, just like Penny Week Beckles. For over 5 years, she had no voice. Somehow, what just told me? Laryngitis? Is laryngitis? Is that when you lose your voice?
Yeah, laryngitis.
Yes. She had laryngitis. She lost her voice. All of a sudden, they give she an injection and she gave back her voice overnight. But anyway, we go get to that. Angie, welcome. Hello to Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all you wonderful WZYE villagers. Can't wait for this evening's live. Blessings to you. Same to you, Angie. Ramdio Baiju, welcome. Pleasant good afternoon, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and the village. Same to you, Ramdio. As Uranus, like Battle said, like, share, and subscribe, folks. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Ramdio says, Almighty God continue to bless the village and all the villagers. Correct is right. Tommy, you know something, Tommy? I ain't gonna lie to you. When I come to this program, I just feel kind of just listening to some of the things you just play just really inspire me, you know.
Oh man, it puts me on a high, especially some of the new stuff that Mr. Florida did. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. It has really given me an inspiration. You understand? It's like, you come in here and like
you look forward to it.
Eh?
You look forward to it.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, eh? But it's like good work, boy. It's like work that you get blessings from.
True.
You know? It's like that girl say, what's she name again, boy? Lions.
Terry
Lyons. You know what I mean? You talk about Trinidad need a blessing. This does actually bless me, boy, for me to feel, like, yeah, boy, I could come here and get a kind of a blessing then. You know what I mean? Mr. Pinal, welcome.
Yes. This is Pinal.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Loud and clear.
What Penny look better get from the PNM party. She get PNM pipe water and get she anxiety and she started to talk all kind of foolishness. You get that?
Loud and clear.
That is Pinal.
Yeah. Thanks, Pinal. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Okay.
Pinal says she get pipe water.
PNM pipe water.
She get PNM pipe water. I didn't even know that type of water. I mean, that's special type. I don't think Wasta does get our water though. Pinal, where that water does run, Pinal? Where that water does run? Pinal, tell me where that water does run. Where that water from? Maybe PNM get a lot of people that water, Tommy. I thought they get them Balize juice. Yeah. Kevin George, welcome. Good night to all in the village. Good night to you, Kevin. Bennett Thomas, you're inside. Good evening, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Bennett, you're inside. Bennett, I think Bennett, you went to Holy Cross, boy? Bennett went to big school, boy. Mr. Intellectual said, blessed evening, Pro, Uncle T, and all villagers. Hope you all having a marvelous Monday filled out of God's richest blessings. Tommy, you went to a prestigious school?
What's that?
Uranus. Patos. I mean, what's that? You don't have prestigious school? Tell me, come on, man. Fatima QRC.
But I told you they took me from Marble and sent me to Palo Seco.
Palo Seco Junior Sec?
No, it wasn't a junior sec, it was a full secondary.
Or so you went to like the middle tier kind of school then?
I don't know if they call it middle tier or if it's end tier, but I know it's at the end of the country.
Yeah, but you still went to a middle tier school, man. I went tranquil after I finished Bataria Junior Sec. Right? They gave me a lead call to go Tranquility Government Secondary.
When I passed common interest, they didn't have the junior sec.
You don't know junior sec?
Not at that time, it came later.
Wow, interesting. When I passed common entrance, it's junior sec, but I went to Diego Martin Junior Sec. And then I went to Bataria. And from Bataria, it looked like I wasn't going nowhere after that. And then all of a sudden, I got a late call to go to Tranquility Government Secondary. I went to Tranquil for 2 years. Imagine that, eh? I went Tranquil for 2 years. Imagine how far back I was, eh? After going to Diego Martin and Bataria for half a day. So 3 years I went to school for half a day.
And for the last 2 you went full time.
For the last 2 I went full time. Think about that. You know, it's like taking somebody from Earth and taking them up to Mars and tell them, hey, listen, next 2 years I want you to spend up in Mars.
My situation was similar, leaving Marbella to go to Palo Seco.
No, Tommy, that's just distance. Distance different from time, man.
Man, I mean, of course,
yeah.
Time, it takes time to cover distance. Plenty time.
But you could still leave early and get there on time, but you still have 6-7 hours at school. It doesn't matter whether I leave early, if I get there early or get late. Get there late. If I get there late,
sometimes you leave early and the bus break down.
That's easy to deal with, man. That's easy to deal with.
It was such a long commute, right? That sometimes you get down there, you're feeling sick from all the fumes from the bus you take traveling.
Well, you think that's equal to going to school for 3.5 hours and you going to school for 6.5 hours?
I think it was a punishment. I think it was very trying.
Okay, all right. I guess you went through it, but I don't know.
That made my mother leave Trinidad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mother, I tell you, in 1966, when I passed common entrance, my mother used to be crying when I leaving early in the dark to go to catch the transport to get to San Fernando.
How you end up in Palo Seco, Tommy? I don't understand that.
That's what my mother keeps saying. She can't understand that. And I'm not the only one. Several of us from my area ended up going down that far.
You know, Tommy, as you say that is interesting, eh? And we're gonna get back into that. It's interesting, eh? For all the years that I lived in Chumakak, I never ever saw one person. You all listen very carefully, eh? Listen to the words, eh? I never saw, Tommy, one person out of our area going to St. Mary's, Fatima, CIC, QRC, Trinity College, any one of them top level colleges. Never see one. Interesting, eh?
Yeah, but all my friends that I used to hang with in my area ended up going, most of them anyway, ended up going St. Benedict's.
St. Benedict was off. Yeah, St. Benedict was off. Yeah, that wasn't that was off. That wasn't even
Presentation, Naparima.
Yeah. Right. That means the big school down south. Right.
Modern Sec.
Right. That means the big school down south.
Yeah, but the thing is, the curriculum at Modern Sec should have been online with Palo Seco Sec. But what was very disturbing to me is that there are people down in Palo Seco that they will send to Modern Sec. And they will send people from San Fernando to Palo Seco set.
But tell me, wasn't that a thing of grades though, or was that who you knew?
Maybe it's grades. But those who knew somebody was able to get adjustments.
So Tommy, do they still have legacy in Trinidad where is that certain people get to go to Fatima, QRC, those top schools because of legacy, if their father is this or their mother is that, or the father went to the school, or if the father went to the school, or go to Holy Name Convent, if your mother went to the school, or your mother is a teacher at the school, they still have that in Trinidad?
I believe that still exists.
That still exists. And it's just still set aside for certain people, and the archdioceses have a certain amount of pick that get picked to go to them school.
I believe all these things still exist, whether it's open or discreet.
Wow. All right, let me go back to the chat. Angie Joseph, welcome. Pleasant evening to Professor Warshik on Kutamiloli Village. Have a productive and a positive show. Nadira, welcome. Good night, Professor Warshik on Kutamiloli Village. Nadira, I haven't been here in a little bit, but I just get tired with Nadira and who's the other one?
Nadia.
No, I think Nadira was here. It's Nadia, I haven't been here, right?
Nadia, we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah. Okay. Regina just said pleasant good evening. Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, blessings to all. Miss Santa Cruz said good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy and my friends on the village chat. Good night to you. Michael Scotland, good evening, one and all to the village with Professor Warshik and Tommy, WZYE. Azina Smith, welcome. Blessed evening, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone locked on. Just cool. Good night, Wall Street, Tommy, 6615, Battles, Anavan, BT, Nadira, and Anna. Yeah. Santa Cruz said, Jesus, cover Kamala while you fix it. Cover her back from the piano attack. Cover her head because the piano wanted dead. So Jesus, cover her while you fix it. Cover her, cover her. Correct is right. Judy Ali, welcome. Hello to Wall Street, Tommy, and the village. Anderson Wilson, boy. Good evening to all coming from the Beaton people. Long live the UNC. Let me say hello, a special shout out, a special war out to the people on the Beaton. Yeah. Julia say, Anna, you're right. We got to pray for Kamala's safety. UNC need 10 more Annas. And I want to say something about that too. Let me make sure I remember that one. I want to say something about that just go. Gordon Ganga Chana Drygen Joseph in the beginning, God, Genesis 1:1. God evening to the village that is made up of the good, the bad, and the others. I hope all had a God day, and your night be the same. I hope you get that verse and chapter right, because you just get plenty thing wrong. Truth is always one voice away, and only the ones who can listen will hear it. And the truth, will make you free. If you have to always be spinning, you're not free, and you always get giddy and fall. Spinning. I guess that's why you just fall long a lot. Tommy, I don't know why he doesn't be talking about himself, So Mitra Baijan, peaceful Monday afternoon to worship Uncle Tommy and all of the life. Same to you.
I don't think it's Bajan. No. I think she says Bajan.
It's Bajan. All right, my bad. Bajan. Yeah. Well, yeah. Debbie Parry, welcome. Well, yeah. Sherry Abraham, good night to you.
Good night, Sherry.
Lucky Lal. Pleasant good evening, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy and Lockton. Welcome. Welcome to you, Lucky Lal, as well. All right, we're going to go for this quick break. And when we come back, we want to delve into these issues here. Two big issues I want to talk about. Yeah? We'll be back. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge. Hey, tell them Kamala say, B&M dead. Petrochen workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. B&M dead. Hey, tell them Mooney Lal say B&M dead. Even the 1% say the party dead, dead, dead. The supporters moaning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. B&M dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP. No more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restock the economy. Two, health sector immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as. Six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say B&M dead. Social media say the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say B&M dead. Tell them Arnold say B&M dead. Police, army and prison say the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. B&M dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say B&M dead. Some of the members say the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up. Seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box. B&M dead. Tell them Mooney Lal say B&M dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments
investments and fellas make. Investors not coming for the week, no more ice cream and cake. We and them dead. The Red Party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still lawlessness. 1. UNC on a mission 2 to correct the school system. 3. End poverty and clean up TNT. 4. Speed up the housing process. 5. Lower taxes. 6. Revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say the party dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say PNM dead. Even the 1% say the party dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Tell them drilling say PNM dead. Social media say the party dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say PNM dead. Police, army and prison say the party dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Come, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rowley was the man. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
you all left the country in a mess and expect it to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Dolly.
I don't care for she.
Stewarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And please share the live as soon as you get in. We thank you.
Yeah. Now, the rest you haven't seen Nadia in the program for a long time. Yeah? CV, welcome. Jay Howlett, welcome. So, Tommy, Lawrence Liverpool, welcome. Good evening to my village family. I took a little time from Sanworth back in the house. Thank you, Lawrence Liverpool. Welcome. So, Daisy Basdale. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Welcome to you, Daisy. Let me see. Anthony Ford, welcome. Anthony Ford without the E.
Mm-hmm.
Indra Singh, welcome. So, Tommy, Patrick James. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Good night to you. Winston McKenzie, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all Lisa's education.
Bishop.
All what?
That's Bishop.
Oh, that's Bishop?
Yeah.
Okay. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all Lisa's education goes along. Mighty Sparrow would always remember. Thank you. Volsang, welcome. Anan Sahabir, welcome. Is that Anan first time here, right?
I don't remember him, Anand Sahabir.
Yeah, always say welcome to Anan. I think
Welcome
that's
to the
Anan.
village.
Georgia, welcome. Good evening, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. You know Dominic Roman said the government is funding all the UNC chat. Oh, good.
Well, wild allegation.
Huh?
They're wild over there.
Yeah. Nadira, Professor, I'm listening. Tommy, you know what? I like them fellas, you know, man. Virginia says St. Mary's College is one professor. Yeah, St. Mary's too. Yeah. What? There were no focus on those schools in those days. They only came after.
Crap.
Tommy, what are you talking about? No, before we say that, Tommy, can we get him to clarify what he means?
And I know what he's saying, but what he's saying isn't true, because I'm older than he is, and I remember from my time.
So Tommy, let me make sure I understand what he's trying to say. Is he trying to say that back in the day there were no focus on Fatima, QRC, Holy Name Convent, presentation, Naparima boys and things? Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's trying to say, but I know what I know.
You see, Tommy, interesting, Tommy? And that fella does think, how am I going to put this nicely, right? That fella believed because he could only run a 10-meter dash, somehow he have a better history than some people who maybe here longer than him, and he think he here longer than them. I'll put it that way. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
You understand, right?
Claro.
Boy. Volsang say, Walls, that's because most people from your era were prepared to work in fast food outlets, stores, domestic yard boy, etc. You know, Volsang, I don't think so, you know. You know why I don't think so, Tommy? Because when you gave your address that you lived in Chumakak, Lavantil,
your qualifications don't matter.
Correct is right. So I believe, Volsang, as a matter of fact, as you said that, growing up in Chumakak, I never wanted to work at Royal Castle I never wanted to work at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I never wanted to work at any one of them fast food outlet stores. Because I think even though we were poor, I think that was still underneath me. And I never worked at any fast food restaurant in Trinidad. Never. Not as a yard boy, nothing. I never, because I believe, me personally, even though we was growing up in Chumaka, we had pride. Well, my family had pride. Because my brother became a tailor and a plumber. I mean, I work 10 days too, I work at 10 days. I work at 2 or 3 10 days where I used to work from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. Then I run by the pipe and bathe, I go home, I dress, and then I walk to school in Bataria. I mean, I used to do that. You ever work 10 days, Tommy?
Never.
You never worked 10 days?
Never.
What kind of Trinidadian you is, Tommy?
I left Trinidad in 1972.
Okay. Did they not do it back then?
I don't know what they had, but I wasn't interested in any of it.
Okay, yeah, well, I worked 10 days, boy. George Ramdeen, welcome. Which doctor, welcome. I worked 10 days, boy. Angela Darius says, Uncle T, you may know people I know. Many students from my primary school ended up there. Angela Darius, Tommy.
Okay.
Financial Guru, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Professor Wall Street. Yeah. Good afternoon, or good evening, I should say, because it's coming up on 8:16. Yeah. Uncle Tommy, good evening, everybody on WZYE. And I hope you had a good Memorial Day holiday. Professor Wall Street, I know I called you earlier today because of my concerns, and we had an extensive conversation. And I just want to briefly share, I called my cousin, who is a former AD. I told you I was going to call him for the New York Gun Court, the top ADA. And he was also a federal attorney for the Department of State in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Liberia. And we only phoned for about 2 hours. And I know you had concerns. And some of the same things that you were pointing out to me, he was pointing out quite eloquently, going through all the elements based on this troubling situation with Joshua Samaru and Kaya Seeley and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Force. And this is what he had told me, that I should reserve my judgment, which I told you I agree, because we cannot state for definitively just based on the video evidence.
Financial
but he pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
You're flip-flopping now.
I'm not flip-flopping. Just let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. No. No, there's no stop, man. Stop, man. I ain't doing no gymnastics, man. I'm telling you, I had an extensive conversation. I didn't change my mind. Listen to me. I hear what I'm listen to me carefully. I didn't, because when we had this discussion earlier, and we were on the phone for almost an hour with Professor Wall Street, and I told you my goal was not to exacerbate passions, because there's a lot of passions on both sides. My concern was what I'm hearing from elements all over Trinidad, people on the radio making pronouncements, and I went on. That's whole, and I agreed with you. All I wanted to do was to show the areas of concern. Now, this is what we told them. Go ahead, Professor. Yes, Professor.
We could only have one waffler on WZYE.
I'm not waffling. I disagree with you. I respectfully, Professor, Uncle Tommy, help me out here. He trying to set me up. I know what. I don't want a Waffle House. There's no Guru Waffle House. I'm not waffling. I'm not waffling, my brother. No. I just no, sir. Yeah, you could say all you want. I ain't no Waffle House. I don't eat waffle. I'm a diabetic, first of all. And waffle have flour in it. Waffles have flour in it. So don't try that with me. I'm just telling you what he told me. We went through all the elements. He showed me all the things that could go for or against based on the evidence. So what he was saying is, and I'm throwing this out to you, I said, I spoke to Professor Wall Street. He said he's very busy and he would want more information. And he might be, if it's possible between both of you, able to discuss because although America doesn't have sub judice laws, and this is not sub judice in the sense that she has not been arrested, that he'd be willing to discuss it possibly. That's what he said. But this is what he told me. In the end, and I'll tell you a true story. He's saying that he's asking me, well, Guru, why are you so interested? I said, well, you know, I like my country. I want everybody to be able to live peacefully and enjoy the protection of the law. And, you know, having body cameras, this is what he told me, which is what I have conveyed yesterday, and I will say today, having body cameras as well as dash cameras will eliminate or negate most of these things that have been occurring. This has been like a recurring decimal, Professor Wall Street, and I'll tell you a story. Right here in New York, on January 15th at 12:15 a.m., 2020, I was stopped going home, 12:10 a.m. in Brooklyn, for no reason. I was accosted by two cops. One guy had his gun on his holster. I think I told you that. And I was informed that I did what is called a rolling stop, and nobody was in the road with -5 degrees Celsius. I had to go to my cousin. I had a dash cam, and I lost the evidence. It's somewhere, but I could not get evidence from a dash cam or from the body cam from the cop. I found out subsequently that when he called two precinct commanders, because he was the ADA, so he knows all these precinct commanders in New York, that only the highway patrol at that time, this is in 2020, only the highway patrol had dash cams. So what he's saying is now in New York, he was advocating to the NYPD that all precincts, all cars must have body cam and dash cam. So he told me that it is high time in Trinidad and Tobago, we need to have whoever is the person in charge, whether it has to be short-circuited by the Prime Minister, by the Minister of Homeland Security or National Security, they need to get the body cameras involved ASAP. So I will stop there.
Yeah.
We could talk a little later if you want to bring him on. That's possibly an open invitation, Professor Wall Street.
Okay.
So I just wanted to report on that. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Finance.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
I have one thing to say, and that's final. What we need is equal rights and justice. And I'm done.
You go done just by saying that alone. You go done and just say that. What do you mean by that?
We need fair play and justice.
But Tommy, it seemed like you saying there wasn't fair play in this year.
It's questionable.
You see, I know, Tommy, and I know you, know. And you just speak little, but say a lot. I know you believe that. Somehow you believe, Tommy, that there was something nefarious happen in this situation, and you're not buying what you're hearing.
Sometimes you have to believe half of what you see and nothing that you hear.
You see, so I'm correct then. You're not buying what you're hearing.
I'm a tough customer.
Okay. Point 14, welcome.
Hey, Wall Street, pleasant good night to you and your co-host, Uncle Tommy, and everybody who listening on the live. Pleasant good night. Wall Street, I just want to agree with one or two things that your last caller made in terms of the dash cam. And I hope somebody in the government is listening, or anybody who close to any one of the minister and national security and homeland security, whoever. I want them to make it mandatory that all police officers, as soon as these people are on duty and they leave that station, they wear body cams. They have to make it mandatory because one should. For so much of years I've been driving on the road and I see so much of things that be taking place where people get bounced innocently, where police overstepping their powers and stuff. I decided, you know what, after watching all these videos and then what I see in America, there where people have been victimized by the police, and when it go to court, it's because of the evidence that they have on the dash cam. Most of the time they come and they win the case, right? So I saying, let the police and even the average citizen, if you have a vehicle, put a dash cam in a vehicle. It's going to protect you from everything else that in the public space is concerned. Because look, about 2 months ago, a man bunks my car and drive off. He tell us if he get away. I just went and paid back the footage, get his car number, and I went to the station and make a report. You understand?
Yeah.
So everybody had to do their part here. And one more thing before I go. I tell Lennox some years ago on the program in the corridor transformation. I told Lennox some years ago, I say with our problem in Trinidad and Tobago with the human trafficking and stuff and the guns coming in the country. I told Lennox years ago, I said, Lennox Smith, we had to get outside help to deal with this problem. I remember telling Lennox that, and Lennox can agree that I told him that. And how much years later Donald Trump come now and send the whole flagship of ships down here and watch the I see human trafficking going down to zero, you know. It going down to zero. So here's my next prediction here. We have to get outside assistance to monitor the police system here. Because you cannot have the police investigating the police. This thing is not working out for us at all in this country. We have to have a private entity to investigate the police with these matters is concerned. That is what I have to say. Not honestly.
Tommy, I have an issue here.
Go ahead.
That I think that the whole country might be overlooking. And I want to address this. Let me take this call from Brooklyn. Or Brooklyn was he calling to call somebody? Oh, caller, welcome. Brooklyn, welcome.
Good night to you, Wall Street, and good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night, sir.
It's not easy at all. I want to let you know, Obi said that I was educating him at Wall Street and I was not attacking him.
Yeah?
So since you think I calling people name, because I did leave a voice note on their program and they didn't play it, but they listened after and he said I was actually educating him on the situation I spoke about on your show. I was not attacking him. So
All right.
you
So
owe me an apology.
Tell Obi next time you attack
know,
him. Text Obi next time you attack him, I'll leave you and tell you attack him more.
I hope you know you owe me an apology. He said I was educating him.
How I know that is true? I don't know if you like that fella in the chat.
Like you want me to send the video for you to play it on your show?
No, don't
you need to stop playing. Okay, good. I don't play games. Anyway, I want to say something, right? Because since the police in Trinidad and Tobago refused to wear the body cam, I have a body cam that has given me 6 hours of recording, and anything it record go directly to my phone and my laptop. It costs $85 US. So since the police don't want to wear the body cam, why these citizens who could afford it, or even some who can't afford it, but the government now could say, okay, the police don't want to wait, I'm going to put the body cams on the citizens, right? Just how they give away laptops for free. Laptops cost more than $85, right? So I want to say that this could be an idea now to keep the police intact when they know every move they make, the citizens are recording them, not with their phone, but with these body cams. So even if a police treat you unjust and your body cam running, they can't take away your body cam from you and do anything, because anything uploaded directly from that body cam gone to a laptop in your house, it's on your phone, your video is there. So they cannot say they're removing any evidence because the evidence is already there. So this is just my overlook on the whole issue, because since in Gary Griffith days we fighting about body cam and the police don't want it. So therefore, the citizens now should arm themselves with body cams for their own safety and protection if the police decide to continue doing what they want and getting away with it. How does that sound?
Brooklyn, I'm glad before you come on your program, you didn't have that glass in your hand.
I have the glass. I have the glass. Here the ice. I have the glass. I always have the glass.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Good night.
Yeah, thank you. Well, folks, I want to address this point. This point here, Tommy.
Yes.
And, Brooklyn, Sharon Beakey just says, go to the top of the class. Brooklyn, that's a good point you raise. You know, I mean, every once in a while, Brooklyn, you raise some good points. You understand, Tommy? So we can't vex them when the other points that you raise is kind of, you know, a little different.
Yeah.
But folks, I want you all to listen to this. Yeah? You all have heard me many times in this program talk about, oh, look the next one, Tommy. I wonder if I should take this call.
Take it.
All right, I'll take the call. Caller, welcome.
Why, I didn't say boo yet and you don't start. You will have it for me, boy.
Caller, who is this? Caller, who is this?
It's Ulrich.
Ulrich?
Hey, what?
Where have been, boy?
What?
Ulrich is weak here from here. What happened?
Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night, sir.
Uncle Tommy, yeah, I ain't say boo yet and the man don't start already. He play now, we don't know who it is. Anyway, Brooklyn, that suggestion you bring forward is excellent. It's an excellent suggestion. However, we in Trinidad are still monkey jumping on trees. Just this today or last night, yesterday, in Shogunas, some police standing watching somebody clear a piece of land to pop some building. And a woman had her phone taping the action we're going on. And he so vexed, started calling with the woman, run up to the woman push the phone in she bosom, and he pull it out she bosom and take it and throw it in a dustbin. So just imagine you are dash cam. They will rip off that dash cam and throw it away, and nothing coming out from that. Listen, we need to put things in place to deal with the police with the misconduct and the brutality. We need to put things in place to deal with that. You know the man from West with the killing of the boy who put out the hand from the car and the girl is the survivor. You know the police blocking him from going and talking to her? That's how backward we is. They're talking about the people were shooting at them before they reached the corner and crash, and many police come and shoot them up. What we don't want to hear about that. We looking at where it is going at the ending. Whatever happened in the beginning, it had nothing to do with the ending.
What?
Them shoot up the car. Wait now and say, you see you, I can take you in a hold on.
Ulrich.
Yes.
Ulrich, put on. Ulrich, stop drinking that, eh? Stop, Ulrich, wait. Ulrich, wait. Wait, 1 minute. Listen to this.
Stay off the weed.
Nothing to do with the ending, Ulrich. That's what you saying?
Right now, that didn't have no relevance to the ending. The man put out his hand outside the car and they shoot up the car. When the bullet finished and one of them gun, they take out the side gun, the revolver, and finish shoot. So what you tell me about? In war, if you're fighting war and you face the enemy and the enemy put up his hand, where does you not detain him?
Okay. All right.
And say, man, I don't know what's going on, but you see, Trinidadian have to come out. You see this politics thing? Trinidadian have to move away from that. This has nothing to do with politics. You realize I ain't talking no politics these days. This have nothing to do with politics. Police have been doing that for years. What we witness is the murder being committed by police on camera. God just close a door and open a window. So he open a window for we to see what has taken place with police. And that this is not a first time thing, it just happened to be on camera. Right? So you see, when you're talking about what happened before, relevant, and think that basket is holding no water. What going on is the ending. I'll go on with that.
Thank you all. Ulrich. Ulrich, you see when you drink this Ulrich, whenever you Ulrich, Ulrich, whenever you drink this, the only time you just call this program Ulrich is when you take a sip of that. That's the only time you just call this program. Other than that, Tommy, Ulrich just be saying down there and listening because he good. But every time you take a sip of that juice, Ulrich calling you. Ulrich, stop it there. Stop it. But let me say this, I go get back to that. But I have a subject that I don't think the people of Trinidad and Tobago is understanding what this government is doing for many people who look like me and living below the poverty line in Trinidad and Tobago. Tommy, you always hear me talk about that. Let me repeat it for you again. Between 2010 and 2015, the current Prime Minister, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, leading the PP government, reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 19.8% to 17.3%. Here comes the PNM with a man who said he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. His words, not mine. He could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. The blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago increase the amount of people that look like him from 17.3% to 26.3%, a whopping 52%. Let's go to 2026 now. And you see the fourth estate in Trinidad and Tobago, the fourth estate, Tommy?
Yes.
It will take people like us in order to expose the fourth estate when they start to put articles in their newspapers. So I want you all to listen to this first. And then we're going to give you all the WZYE editorial explaining to you all that headline in The Guardian is evil, wicked, and PNM propaganda. Brooklyn, quick. I want to get to this thing.
Yeah, I'm going quick.
Yeah.
Because Ulrich, that thing what Wall Street display stay off the weed, you need to stay off the weed, Ulrich. Because I didn't speak about dash cams. I speak about body cams, where the police don't even know you have on a body cam. Ulrich, what I'm speaking about, it may be a little above your level. So you have to don't call after my contribution and talk about I talking about body cam. I also said, whatever is recorded on the body cam, goes to your phone, goes to your laptop, home in your house. How the police could get to that, Ulrich? Ulrich, you have to listen to contributions that make sense. People could be walking around with these body cams and think it happened in Port of Spain where shots could ring out. And because the person is in that area location, the video footage can help solve crime. These body cams the police don't want to wear, so we the citizens have to say we must wear. Ulrich, listen and understand what I am saying. I go on.
Thank you. Tommy.
Wow.
I thought Ulrich was agreeing with him, you know.
Ulrich agreed with him, except that Ulrich was focusing on dash cams instead of body cams.
Right. So me and that. We were. That one went over my head, boy. That one went over my head. Anyway, folks, here it is. I want you all to listen to this, and then I'm going to play something else for you all. This is very dear to me. Listen to this.
The Prime Minister, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and the UNC government are once again taking action, just as they did between 2010 and 2015, by implementing initiatives aimed at reducing the number of black citizens living below the poverty line after the previous PNM administration left 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line. In Parliament, the UNC government acknowledged that life has become more expensive for ordinary citizens and increased the poverty threshold by 42%, allowing more vulnerable families to qualify for food support and social assistance. PNM's solution was to tell citizens to cut down on macaroni pie and ham. That is the difference between UNC and PNM, and why we had to run the PNM.
This is interesting, eh? And here's why this is interesting, folks. This is significant, you know. This is significant. Yeah, we talking about the killing and the police thing and thing and that. Yeah, we talking about that. But Tommy, you see this issue here that's flying under the radar, not above the radar, under the radar. It's significantly important. And I want to say to the UNC, you see us here, it takes people like us here to expose these type of things, because some other people just can't. I'll leave it that way. Just cannot. Okay? So I want you all to listen to this, Tommy. This is an editorial on that issue. You see, the initiatives that the UNC is doing is to reduce the amount of people living below the poverty line. Okay, Tommy?
Correct.
But the Guardian headline was it. I couldn't believe it, Tommy. Folks, take a listen to this. This is significantly important, as far as this is not just reducing the amount of people living below the poverty line, you know. This is also taking people off going and do nefarious activities as far as their family is concerned, right? And again, the UNC is on track to reduce the amount of people living below the poverty line with these initiatives that it gives. But the evil, wicked Fortress State Guardian decided to put PNM propaganda and make it out into like if they're increasing the amount of people living below the poverty line. Take a listen, folks.
Mohit, TNT's poverty line has increased when a headline becomes a weapon.
You hear what they say? This is the Guardian's headline, yeah? TNT poverty line has listen to it.
Mohit, TNT's poverty line has increased.
Tommy, when people hear that TNT poverty line has increased, what do you think they think, Tommy?
More people are getting poor.
More people are getting poor and more people living below the poverty line. Olia, this is the evil and wickedness of the PNM led by Guardian Media and PNM 3. Yeah? Listen to it, you know. This is what the Guardian has as a headline, you know. This is the Guardian headline. Listen to it. Listen to it again.
Mohit, TNT's poverty line has increased.
And here what they put. They put Mohit, TNT poverty line has increased. So Tommy, what that is saying is that we minister saying that the poverty line has increased. You ever call it, Tommy?
I'm not gonna take it.
Ever call?
I'm not gonna.
All right, okay. So, folks, let's go through this. Listen to this.
When a headline becomes a weapon. Original reporting by Gail Alexander. Enhanced and analyzed by WZYE TV. On Friday, Minister of the People, Social Development and Family Services Vandana Mohit stood in the House of Representatives and announced one of the most progressive social policy reforms in Trinidad and Tobago's recent history. A comprehensive revision of the standard means test that will expand eligibility for thousands of vulnerable families who were previously excluded from government assistance under outdated 2016 criteria. The Trinidad Guardian's response? A headline that reads, Mohit, TNT's poverty line has increased.
Hear that? Hear that?
Yep.
Mohit. So when you put the minister name in front of that, and the miseducated PNM people, they're not gonna read anything else. They're just gonna run with that. And that is exactly what they are doing. Exactly what they are doing. And you know what? For all the rest of people who supporting the government, all you have to get on all your P's and Q's, and all you cannot let things like this just go by. Because too many people gonna believe that the government is doing things right to increase the amount of people living below the poverty line rather than reduce it. And that's what they are doing.
Not government expands social safety net. Not more families to qualify for assistance under revised poverty threshold. Not cabinet approves landmark reform to protect vulnerable citizens. Instead, The Guardian chose a headline engineered to suggest that poverty itself has worsened, when the story is about a government actively working to reduce it. This is not journalism. This is editorial manipulation, and it demands examination. Here are 10 reasons why this Guardian article is misleading. 1. The headline implies poverty has worsened. The phrase poverty line has increased is technically accurate, but deliberately misleading. What increased is the government's official threshold for measuring poverty, meaning more people now qualify for help. The headline makes it sound like more citizens have fallen into poverty. 2. The lead buries the reform. The article opens with the painful reality framing before mentioning the actual policy change. A responsible lead would have led with the reform itself, the fact that thousands of previously excluded families will now receive assistance. 3. No context on why the threshold was outdated. The poverty line had not been updated since 2016, under the PNM government. For nearly a decade, families were assessed using benchmarks that did not account for inflation, the pandemic, or rising costs. The Guardian fails to highlight that this stagnation occurred under PNM governance. 4. The weighted income model is barely explained. The new weighted income contribution model, where the second earner contributes 75% and all others 50%, is a groundbreaking reform that recognizes household dependency realities. The article treats it as a footnote. 5. The internet deduction is dismissed. The introduction of a $316 monthly internet connectivity deduction acknowledges that digital access is now essential for education, employment, and healthcare. This is forward-thinking social policy, yet the Guardian presents it without any editorial recognition of its significance. 6. The $921 eligibility impact is underplayed. For a single-income household, the combined effect of the revised poverty line and internet deduction could result in up to $921.21 in additional disposable income for eligibility purposes. This is life-changing for a vulnerable family, and The Guardian treats it as a closing afterthought. 7. No comparison to regional or international standards. Responsible journalism would have contextualized this reform against regional benchmarks. Many Caribbean nations have not updated their poverty thresholds in over a decade. Trinidad and Tobago is now leading, and The Guardian ignores this entirely. 8. The article uses the minister's own words against her. By quoting Mohit's acknowledgement that life has become more expensive, The Guardian frames the government as admitting failure, when in fact the minister was explaining why the threshold needed updating. The quote is accurate. The framing is dishonest. 9. No expert commentary or independent analysis. A serious news article on poverty policy reform would include economists, social policy analysts, or civil society voices. The Guardian includes none. This is not oversight. It is a choice to present the story without context that would undermine the negative framing. 10. The headline was chosen to damage, not inform. Headlines are editorial decisions. The Guardian could have written a dozen accurate headlines that capture the substance of this reform. They chose the one most likely to generate negative sentiment toward the UNC government. That is not reporting. It is agenda-driven media. WZYE TV analysis. The Fourth Estate's vendetta. The Trinidad Guardian's coverage of the UNC government under Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has consistently followed a pattern. Take a positive policy initiative, strip it of context, and present it through a lens designed to suggest failure. This article is a textbook example. Minister Mohit announced that the government is expanding the social safety net, raising the poverty threshold from $1,439 to $2,044 per adult per month, so that more vulnerable families qualify for assistance. She announced a weighted income model that reflects actual household realities. She announced an internet connectivity deduction recognizing that digital access is a necessity in 2026. She announced that a single-income household could see up to $921 in additional disposable income for eligibility purposes. And The Guardian ran, "Poverty line has increased. This is not accidental. This is the fourth estate functioning as an opposition organ. When a government raises the minimum wage, responsible media reports it as worker empowerment. When a government expands healthcare access, responsible media reports it as public health progress. But when the UNC government expands the social safety net, The Guardian reports it as poverty getting worse. Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago deserve media that informs, not media that manipulates. The revised standard means test taking effect June 1st will directly benefit thousands of families who are invisible under the old system. That is the story. The Guardian chose not to tell it. The bottom line, the UNC government did not increase poverty. It increased the government's ability to identify and assist vulnerable citizens. Raising the poverty threshold is an act of policy reform, not an admission of failure. The Guardian's headline is a masterclass in editorial bias, technically accurate, contextually dishonest, and designed to undermine a government that is doing exactly what citizens demanded, protecting the poor and vulnerable. The fourth estate should be holding power accountable. Instead, it is holding progress hostage. WZYE TV, Caribbean News. No filter, no fear.
You know, Tommy.
Agenda-driven headline.
Agenda-driven headline. And you see, what is this, Tommy? We so busy concentrating on what happened with Samaru. This not to say that is not important to me, but this significant issue here, and everybody knows, not everybody, most people who listen to radio and media knows, I have been the champion for people living below the poverty line, especially black people. And if I post in the chat, there's always talk about, hey, you always talking about black people this and black people that. Eh? And here comes the UNC. And the UNC not going to say this will have a more drastic effect on those black people who are living below the poverty line. They don't have to say that. I could say that. I could say that. Because it is the truth. How come the PNM never did something like this? How come? How come Ed Gordon, Moses, PNM party, how come? How come? Southwestern, welcome.
A pleasant good night to you, Professor and Uncle Tommy, and all the listeners. Share the life, share the life.
Share the life.
And to my Professor and Uncle Tommy, I'll
Yes.
talk to the people first, and then ask my good friend Gordon Gangachana and Warwick and Waffle and the sweet young lady who had to stay away from the weed. Yeah.
Who's that sweet young lady?
You know the one you don't know if it's male or female? And she does always talk.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah, and it is congratulations for the misleading information, and she just don't know how to tie she left side first or the right side one. But she just tied the both of them together. That's the best thing they can do. So, you know, the little thing you just played on Guardian Media. The nice thing about it, their parent company increased profit in the quarter, you know, right? Overall.
Yeah.
But I go in there, you know. I want to get that. You remember that fella named Lehe?
Yeah. Lehe?
Yeah. Lehe. Yeah, Lehe. And no here.
Okay. Okay, all right.
The thing about ban corpse, like when somebody died and they ban them, they look more good looking than he, while he living and walking about. Yeah, the central bank governor who was there in the PNM. For how many years the CSO report office could have never give a true report. It's clear to see that when they pad up and give false information on the economy grow, revenue grow, it expect to expand by 2%. And unemployment rampant, the makeshift work, call it what? Contract workers and CPEP workers and URP workers, and they cut the pay. And the young ladies in this country who going to school could not get sanitary napkins. The parents could not offer that for them. It's under the PNM. And for all the years, in this last stint of the central bank governor, only fabricating lies and saying that the economy doing good and the contracting and it's billing. And when they check the forex situation, it's more worse off than when reality hit home now, when government changed. Thank God that the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the Republic, they love the PNM, but they love themselves more, you know. Thank God that at least they wake up in time, that same body wanted to come to shore. These fishermen in Tobago save Trinidad and Tobago, you know, for that witchcraft, you know. Because here what's going on. Professor, you telling me they cut every single funding in school. The doctor toilet paper and all to in the school was hard to get. Stationery was hard to get. Look how much schools still owing bills. And then they're saying that people was better off under the PNM. Children was being abandoned. Parents could barely give them one meal for the day. Under the PNM. And that media propped them up to bring them back in government so they could benefit them. But the PNM, I would like to tell Warwick, boy, Olia, I don't know what's wrong with Olia, boy. Because property tax, where the PNM would get here, where they have to do $1,800, $2,000, $3,000, all they have to pay for a little house. To pay property tax to clean all the drain, clean Savannah, pick up rubbish, while Repsol and that Shell would have been running away with the dragon gas. The Angelina and the Coca Manatee and the Jubilee. Where all our revenue gone by? But then people, when they check it, the grocery, they never stabilize the economy and put food, they leave it on a runaway horse. People cannot afford. This government, under the esteemed political leadership of the most honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa, SC, is micromanaging and balancing the economy, taking money. Check how much bullet payment we had to pay. Our finance minister was in America, raising a bond to pay that bullet payment. Petrotrans still have a debt on the book. The public servant debt, all negotiation. People still working with 20, 13 salary. Professor, before I say something wrong, Uncle Tommy, did that young lady call you? Tell she good night. After that good night, Professor, I'll call back. Let me pull myself.
Thank you. Tommy, you know it's interesting, Tommy. If you read a headline, like that Guardian headline, let me play this again. Let me play this again. So folks, you know, because some PNM people, somebody miseducated PNM people, don't understand, right, how the Guardian is trying to mislead you. And Moses, listen to this, Moses, you and PNM party. Forget what Ganga Chana, Jaijan Joseph. Moses, you and PNM party, listen to this. This is not Wall Street or WZYE. Say, as a matter of fact, you know, I should put the Guardian article. Anyway, listen to this.
Mohit, TNT's poverty line has increased.
That is the Guardian headline. Mohit, TNT poverty line has increased. Tommy, I need you to help me here, man. If that is a headline and you don't read the rest of the article, what does that mean, Tommy?
That there are more poor people now than before.
So how difficult is that to understand, that is your headline when that is not what actually happened? Why couldn't the Guardian have said, right? Mohit, initiatives to reduce the amount of people living below the poverty line. Wouldn't that be self-explanatory, Tommy?
And clearer.
Clearer. Initiatives, Mohit, initiatives in Parliament to reduce the amount of people living below the poverty line. Nobody. Guardian want to mislead people. The Fourth Estate want to mislead people. They pay them propaganda. And then you have to hear people like Moses and Patty and them. Yeah? Moses, what does that have to do with anything? Wall Street, you get your primary and secondary education in Trinidad. What is your problem? Again, miseducation in junior yes, in Barataria Junior Sec. I get a PNM miseducation. And Diego Martin Junior Sec Moses. I get PNM miseducation because the PNM Moses, the PNM send me to school for 3 hours a day. While them people going to Fatima, QRC, St. Mary's, Holy Name Convent, and all them other school was going to school for 6 to 7 hours. When the week done, Moses, when the week done, I went to school for about maybe 18 hours for the week, maybe 20 hours. And them other people go to school between 35 to 40 hours. Every single week pass, I am 50% behind them. Yes, that is the PNM miseducation. You want to talk about PNM give me primary. Yeah, they give me a primary and secondary miseducation, Moses. You and PNM party. What shit you talking BS? Yeah, party. I went to Junior Sec party. I went to Barataria Junior Sec and Diego Martin Junior Sec. We used to go to class for maybe 3 hours because it was 8:30 to 12:30. We used to get 2 breaks. We had a lunch break and we had a recess. So if your lunch break is half an hour, Tommy, and your recess is 15 minutes, that's 45 minutes out of the 4 hours. I went to school for 3 hours and 15 minutes a day. You calling that education? Yeah, Patty, I was 50% behind all of them. But them going to school for 40 hours for the week, 35 to 40 hours. I going to school for 18 hours. Yeah? That is the they talk about the PNM. The PNM give me education. There was all to, oh, I don't go for the break, yes? Yeah, folks, you have to go for the break. The PNM give you education. The PNM give all the education. PNM give all of this and PNM give you that. Yeah, the PNM give you a miseducation for all them years. I lucky I come to America. Thank God for America and my mother. Folks, we're going to take that break. When we come back, we have more for you. We have more. Don't go nowhere. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Yeah, I want to talk about Samaru, but I want to talk about that more than anything else. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And please share that live as soon as you get in. We thank you.
Here the next PNM, Steve. Stephen. I'll call him Stephen. Stephen, here's Stephen. Stephen. Come, my brother name was Stefan too. Stephen. Mr. Florida, hold on. Listen to Stephen. The editorial said the poverty line increased. Stephen said that, Tommy. Meaning that the poverty threshold ceiling figure was adjusted. What are you freaking out about? Tommy, you see when I tell you about miseducation? You see what I'm telling you? Them fellas just prove it over and over and over, you know. Why do you all prove that the PNM miseducated you all badly? Why? You all prove it, you know. You, Moses, PNM, well, forget what Gordon Gangachana, Dryden Joseph. He was miseducated like about 55 times. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, all the callers, Texas, all the chatters, everybody on the live. Happy to see everybody on this Monday.
Yeah.
Mr. Hanson,
yeah.
Second-hand smoke is bad here. When they're burning the roll on, don't go around that second smoke.
Still weed. Oh, God.
You know why you figure out about them PNM sycophants?
Yeah.
When PNM in power, the PNM stronghold and nothing to get it.
Nothing to get.
Nothing. But when UNC in power,
yeah,
they just measure their success by helping PNM stronghold.
Yeah.
So nobody, no other place in Trinidad need help. Just the PNM stronghold. Yeah. And if they don't have these PNM stronghold ASAP, they're feeling. But when PNM in power, nothing for them. And they're happy with that. You see the hypocrisy? Look at how many things that was neglected for the past 10 years. We just going for the 10 years.
Yeah.
How much debts UNC had to be paying. And you know, it's the sad thing, the PSC and the nurse and them, all of them hurry for the money. They're working, you know. They're working, but they hurry for the money. So now the UNC had to get money to pay them and neglect certain things that they want to do. They couldn't wait a year or two to get the money, but they're working, you know. That's why I just be telling you, you cannot trust half of them, you know, because I'm telling you, after this 5 years, they're going back to vote PNM, you know, to take back the downfall, you know. Because
some of them waking up, though. Some of them waking up.
No, the young people waking up.
Yeah, some of them waking up.
All that 100,000 they say didn't vote or all kind of thing for PNM. Yeah. No. The young people waking up, because you know why? The young people, the percentage of criminal in Trinidad is very small. 90% of the children who are able to vote want something to uplift their lives.
Correct.
And they're seeing it with UNC. How much internship they have in B-Mobile and all these places. They just need some time. But you see, the thing about the fourth estate and the PNM propagandists, they will only come and talk about how the country hard and the country bad. But they didn't understand for the past 10 years, people in Laventille and the East-West Corridor still using outhouse. People can't send the children to school. How much of them will line up to get a food card and had to vote for PNM to get a food card? How much of them had to go to meetings, and if they don't go to meetings, they get victimized? And then they forget all that. You know. You see, that's the funny thing. You know. I remember when PNM win, and for the 10 years, they talk about UNC for the 10 years. They never forget. But when UNC win, forget what the PNM do. Don't talk about that. And that's hypocrisy we live in Trinidad and Tobago. You think Patricia and them is people who for country, they just get paid to come and speak the propaganda. No. And before I leave here, I want you to play that. Stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Here we go.
Stay off the weed.
Tommy, I don't understand something, boy. I don't think I'm the brightest bulb in the box. Right, Tommy? I mean,
I think you're pretty bright.
No, I don't think I'm the brightest bulb in the box. But listen to PNM Moses. Wall Street, you have a problem with English. You're talking about miseducation when you're one misleading your listeners. If you have a headline, Tommy, that says Mohit TNT poverty line has increased, right? It is left for you to figure out what are they talking about. Eh, Tommy?
Correct.
So what the Guardian is doing is just like the PNM does, is to play with people's mind. And you know the miseducated PNM people, they're not going to read that article. They ain't going to read it. They say, wait, boy, hey, look the UNC. Look how much people now. More people living below the poverty line because the poverty line has increased. More people living below the poverty line. And that is what they want to sell to the miseducated PNM. And they're buying it too. Look, Moses buying it. Look, Moses, PNM party buying it. Well, you don't even have to sell it to Gordon Gangachan and Dry June Joseph. Before it even come out, he buying it. He put on a blindfold, Tommy. He put on his red blindfold. He stick his left red earplugs. He put on his balize tutu. He put on his red socks with the red bandana. And he good to go, Tommy. He good. But Tommy, the next meeting is 4:46. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Next is gonna do it in 4.
Yeah. That is it. Next in 4. Yeah, Tommy. But folks, we have a next one, eh? A next one. You see that one? That is one. The next, Fourth Estate again. Fourth Estate again. Let me get that one. Where I put that one? Yeah. So Moses and PNM party. Only listen to this, eh? Listen to this carefully.
The Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, and the UNC government are once again taking action, just as they did between 2010 and 2015, by implementing initiatives aimed at reducing the number of black citizens living below the poverty line after the previous PNM administration left 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line. In Parliament, the UNC government acknowledged that life has become more expensive for ordinary citizens and increased the poverty threshold by 42%, allowing more vulnerable families to qualify for food support and social assistance. PNM's solution was to tell citizens to cut down on macaroni pie and ham. That is the difference between UNC and PNM, and why we had to run the PNM.
You see, Tommy? Increase the poverty threshold by 42%. Why can the Guardian put that as a headline? Why? Why not? That's straightforward.
Yep.
That is straightforward. But Moses and them want to come, PNM Moses want to come and talk about, hey, what you trying to mislead? Me trying to mislead nobody. Mislead, I'm not good at misleading at all. The PNM have done a splendiferous, tremendous, marvelous, fantabulous, wonderfulicious, spectacular job of misleading their PNM supporters. That's why most of the black PNM supporters are the bottom of the economic ladder. Moses, you, Patty, Gordon Gangachana, Jaijin Joseph, Steve, not one of you all as yet could give me one socio-economic statistic in the past 10 years where black people in Trinidad and Tobago is in the top 3. One socio-economic statistic in the top 3. One. I'm looking for one, Moses. Give me one now. Give me one now. Oh, God, help me. You, Patty, Gangachana, Steve, all your huddle together, come together, and try to figure out one socioeconomic statistic. Just one. But tell me there is more. There is more. You know, it's interesting that all of a sudden, the PNM concerned about social media influencers working at WASA. Right? Big concern. And again, the Fourth Estate is leading the charge, putting up 9 social media influencers working at WASA. Tommy. So the PNM wasn't doing that. Where Rhoda Barrett used to work. And I can tell you, there are several supporters that the PNM was working at many different places across Trinidad and Tobago. How come the Fourth Estate didn't publish that? Why is that, Tommy? Why?
Agenda-driven headlines.
So, folks, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Minister Barry Patterath responds to PNM propaganda. In an interview with TV6 News Tonight, Minister of Public Utilities Barry Patterath responded to a Guardian Media report alleging that social media influencers were hired at WASA despite lacking the necessary qualifications for core utility operations, with monthly salaries reportedly ranging from $8,000 to $12,500. Patterath said, "There was a process to hire persons. When the issue of hiring at WASA was raised with me, I did indicate that WASA had advised that some of these persons were on short-term contracts. These persons are eligible for employment just like anybody else, and once they went through the process, I have no difficulty with WASA hiring persons who have gone through the necessary process to be legitimately hired at WASA. I want to remind you I'm the line minister with responsibility for WASA. However, I do not sit in the HR division or finance division or procurement division at WASA, and therefore, the company continues to operate, and therefore, as I said, once people went through a process that WASA is satisfied through their Human Resources Department, I am comfortable with the information that WASA has supplied to me. It's disingenuous, almost ridiculous, to suggest that these persons are hired as anything other than the top specifications within their remit for their job title. Further, I'm still waiting the media's publication on one, Rhoda Barrett and several others that I could name, who were financed through government contracts sole selected by the People's National Movement Administration to spew vitriol against the United National Congress and others in our society. So spare me the hypocrisy."
Once you are a PNM, you will care about the life of your family.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
No audio.
I think they must be thinking Tommy and Wall Street using AI to do them thing, boy. That's not AI. Them thing is the truth. That's all we do here. This is what we do here.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station. We're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Tommy, think about this, right? I just thought about this. Most of those influencers look like you and I, right, Tommy?
Correct.
Just imagine if those influencers look differently, what would it be the PNM modus operandi? Think about that.
You would have lost it.
Think about that.
they would have lost it.
Yeah? Martin Lewis, welcome. Oh God, man, Patty, you, why you want to go? Why you want to go down there? I ain't going down there. Yeah, yeah, PNM Moses and PNM Patty. Yeah. What analogy Moses trying to draw there? Boy, Moses, boy, you went down on the wharf, Moses, and you take a pebble and you miss the whole ocean. You went down on the wharf, Tommy. Took a pebble and you missed the whole ocean. What do you mean? What do you expect? Sarah Brandon, welcome. Moses, oh, so headlines are created to sell newspaper, but yet still you deny what Wall Street say. Stay off the Oh God. So what does this one mean, Tommy? Wall Street, you're dragging the flag. What does that mean? From party, PNM party. What does that mean?
She has to do some more explaining.
Yeah, I don't know.
Explain yourselves, Patty.
So Tommy, you see how the PNM people are miseducated? So you telling me, Tommy, you need a PhD to work in WASA?
It looks that way.
Tommy, you making an analogy that Rhoda Brad has a PhD, right? And we talking about WASA. You need a PhD to work in WASA? Can we make that make sense, man?
I don't know. Maybe they'll give Bugsy maybe they'll give Bugsy a job in Wasa because he has an honorary PhD from the UE.
I want to understand. Now here comes the other one. You and the other guy do not even live in Trinidad for generations. And you're trying to shape the issues people facing down here. That is Stefan.
Well, he knows everything.
Listen to this, Tommy. Tommy, I will go out on a limb to say you and I are more patriotic than Stefan, who might be living in Trinidad and Tobago. I ain't sure. I'm guessing there. I will go out on a limb, Tommy, to say you and I, who have been living in this country here, for over, well, you have about 50-something years, right? I have about 40-something years. I'm more patriotic than people like Stefan, PNM Party, Moses, Gordon Gangachana, Jaijan Joseph, throw Ulrich in there too. Ulrich, right? And you could even throw the Waffler in there too. But the Waffler, I think the Waffler in America. Yeah? More patriotic than all you. I could say that. Yeah? Come now, man. All you come better than that, boy. All you come much better than that. Let me see if there's any voice notes. Tommy, that'll come better. All we want, Tommy, is the betterment for Trinidad and Tobago. That's what we want. You all may want the PNM to be in power forever in Trinidad and Tobago. That's all you want. We don't want that. Tommy, look, listen to your pardon.
And Slim, that's some of your callers really need to stay off the punching. You really need to. Punching as you touch your liver, stay off the punching.
Always. Look, can just come and tell you to stay off the weed. Brooklyn Colleen. I wasn't even gonna play it. Brooklyn Colleen and say, look, Ulrich, tell Ulrich. Come on now, Ulrich, man. All right, hold on. The new chairwoman of EBC, Justine Wilson, is a PNM that was appointed by the president. Even in opposition, the PNM had their people inside. I have a next video to play for you before we go for the night. Eh? Let me take this voice note.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there in the village. Well, you see the PNM propaganda, the lies, the half-truths, and the innuendos in full swing in every nook and cranny, right? They know emails and a coup not going to work again. So that's what they're trying to do now to this government. But it's amazing. It's one set of rules for you and another set of rules for me, right? Once you're a PNMite, you can get away with murder. Not literally, right? And everything will be honky-dory. No, they're on a rampage now, but some people have no shame, Wall Street. Some people have no shame talking about what UNC paying all these programs. When PNM was doing it, it was a problem. When PNM was financing all of them with their talk shows, it was not a problem. Why is it a problem now? That is why I'm calling on our supporters to push back on them. Don't take any nonsense from them with the 6.5 BS. Right? Another thing is, you see how now we change your name to not from CNC3 to PNM3, right? They distorted what Van Dana Mohit said. And when I read the chats this morning, apparently a lot of people were of the belief that there were more people under the poverty line now, more in distress than before. That is so deceiving. That is why you see Wall Street, they're coming down one by one, You see news, they go on. You see last week, we heard that PNM3 restructuring. You want to bet before the end of the year they restructure more, and then we are hearing now about the Express also restructuring. That is the power of the people. They cannot continue with their lies and feel it is going to work. And before I leave, I just want to tell Penny, you want Kamala to come and run a 5K with you. Kamala don't want to do that. Why she must do that for? Right? I want to ask her, since she became opposition leader, how many awards? The only medal she gets is her medal she ran a 5K with, and I sure she didn't run the whole thing. Right? In 2016, Mrs. Prasad Bisesa as opposition leader, right? She got the Woman of Distinction Global Leadership Award in Social Justice and Development in recognition of her outstanding public leadership. She collected it in the Bahamas. I think it was in 2016, right? Mrs. Prasad Bisesa could crow about that. What could Penelope Beckles crow about? Absolutely nothing. Thanks a lot, Wall Street.
Thank you.
Night again, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody. Wall Street, an example was made about the police take away the lady phone and throw it in the dustbin, right? And they could do the same thing with, I just didn't say, he didn't say, where is the body cam or the dash cam, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they have to account for those cameras that they can take it out just and throw it in a dustbin? And if they shut it off, there's something that they will know if it's shut off. Some indicator they will know if the camera was shut off. You see, everybody talking about how it ended. but nobody's talking about, because apparently that's not important, how it started. And if they knew how it started, maybe the ending will change, right? We'll have a different change. But we have to know. We have to know how it started. Thanks a lot, Wall Street.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Santa Cruz. And Miss Santa Cruz, you're absolutely correct. That's why, Tommy, I started to get kind of concerned, you know. When the financial guru don't waffle. He don't waffle. If it's one thing I could tell you, the financial guru does not waffle. But when I see he started to waffle so Tommy, and his legs started to get wobbly, I started to be concerned about his movement.
Who's that one? Who's that one? Who's that?
The financial guru. I'm concerned. And listen, Ulrich, I'm not concerned about, because Ulrich, I understand Ulrich is leaning toward pizza, right? We understand that. We understand Mr. Waffler, right? And the good thing about it is we understand Moses, we understand PNM Party. We have a very good understanding of PNM Ganga Chana Jaijen Joseph. Very good. Right? And Steve, we understand Steve. And Tommy have a new friend. Tommy new friend is hold on, But Tommy, you have a lot of friends, boy. Well, Moses, and the next one, Steve. You know, Steve say he don't live in Trinidad, but Steve that make it even worse, boy. Way. Go ahead, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, but these are joke financial guru. I feel it's operate better in winter. So, this case with the young man who was killed and the young lady. You know, I hear people speaking like they don't have faith in the judicial system. Because if wherever the police put and they go to court, if it don't stand up, then they have questions to answer. We just leave it till the questions to be answered if it don't stand up in court. And then this thing with the body cam, you know, I would not the body cam, but with citizen, yeah, because I want to know all the people who does be harboring the criminals, and know the criminals and don't say nothing. So let me see it. Because that is part of the problem. Because there are many criminals there with family who know they are criminal, but they don't say nothing. Because you know why? They get something out of it. And that is the problem we're facing here. But besides them, you know, PNM, Patricia, you know, that's the co-founders remind me of. I was watching some old videos, you know, when they was building the elephant in Sesame Street. And it's a splash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's she named Splish Splash. All right, look on this thing.
Tommy, yeah. To my surprise, Steve doesn't live in Trinidad.
Why are you surprised?
No, Tommy. But he came to America, and like he went to a PNM school in America.
Uh-oh.
He went to a PNM school, Tommy. Steve, you not living in America. Financial guru, welcome.
Professor Wall Street,
yeah.
What are you doing, my brother? Come on, you just say, I just provide you that I'm not a waffler. I ain't a waffler. I don't eat waffles. I only eat eggs in the morning. Professor Wall Street and Mr. Florida, I's a all-weather man. Let me tell you something again. Professor Wall Street, Mr. Florida, everybody. I, financial guru, despite what everybody's saying on the evidence, based on the camera, spoke to my cousin, who is a former federal officer of the court, and I have experience in security. I am not going to pronounce. Let me say that again. Despite there are troubling circumstances, which was pointed out, and I don't want to go into it. I've given you the offer that my cousin can come on the show if he agrees and you agree. That's beautiful. So I am not a waffler, Mr. Florida is an all-weather man. I could rank a tank with the lowest to the highest. And I agree with what Brooklyn is saying. If the police still does not want, at this time, the second division police officers, right, are resisting, and the government and the Police Service Commission is getting recalcitrance or difficulty, they need to incorporate the body cams and the dash cams. Plain and simple. There was a 453 extra 443 extrajudicial killings within the last few years. In 2021, there was 115 alone. So we need to do something because this is like a recurring decimal. I'll go on with that, Professor Wall Street. I will talk to my cousin. I ain't talking about the case. It's what you see, although it is troubling, you have to look within the whole perspective that you were saying. You have to look at what happened in the beginning, what was the officer's perspective when he came out. There was 25 shots fired, 19 hit Joshua Samaru, 3 hit Miss Keisha Sealer in the back. Okay, we don't know. There's gunshot residue. He pointed that out. Gunshot residue can go all over the car, especially a small car. The car, when it came around the corner, was coming at a high velocity. And Miss Keisha Silly, she was on the left side. Her side was impeded by the galvanized. There's so many things that I don't want to go into. And I asked people, and he told me this, I will leave with this. He told me, Guru, you can't influence what other people could say. I say, yes. But what I could do is let people think. Let's reserve what Mr. Florida said. Let's reserve for the DPP is not a stupid man. Gary Griffith, Guevara, and others have said he works impartially. Let's see. And one last thing.
Where do you go?
Will have to play out. And although Trinidad has an extradition treaty with the United States, they can oppose, the defense could oppose and may be successful and she may never come back. So we just have to wait. So Professor Washley, Uncle Tommy, everyone, Mr. Florida, I am not a waffle. And I say, all weather man. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Financial group call back to defend himself.
Yep.
You see, man, I not going on that road. Oh, yeah, after that something JC man just said, man. Hey, it not I could do all that, eh? Tommy, Tommy, look. There's nothing I could do about that, right? If that, anyway, let me stay away from that, eh? So, folks, this is a message about Indian Arrival Day. Take a listen. Just take a watch. Folks, this Saturday, Indian Arrival Day, Heritage Dam, Clark Road, Pinal from 3:30 p.m. Join the UNC celebrating Indian Arrival Day this Saturday, May the 30th, in Pinal, Heritage Dam, Clark Road, Pinal. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. This Saturday. So So there you have it, folks. This Saturday, Indian Arrival Day. And I want to play one more video before we go. So folks, start putting your closing comments in the chat and your closing quotes. Tommy, I was shocked when I saw this. And you know, they say that they have PNM in every nook and cranny.
Yep.
That's true, you know. That is very true. When I heard this, I asked myself, how could this young lady get all that information? Yeah? How could she get all that information? Let's see if I have any more voice notes. Okay, no more voice notes. Roy Canada says Professor Uncle Tommy is correct. Police department is not transparent, too much to hide. I mean, have people agreeing with you, but
Well, I know what I know. I may be quiet, but I spend a lot of time thinking things out. That's why I'm so quiet.
no, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Man. But when this thing started, many of us jumped to conclusions, and I specifically stated, wait until all the evidence comes out, because I don't think, Tommy, I don't think that the DPP, who in my estimation is a very independent person, will lay charges if you don't think they can hold up. It doesn't mean to say that it cannot hold up, you know. Justice still has to be done, right? You're innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
Right? So I will wait to see what the evidence comes out, but I want you guys to listen to this, right? And this is why I keep saying, Tommy, that the PNM have corrupted every independent institution in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me repeat that. I'm saying every. I'm not saying some. And the reason why I say every is because the PNM have been in power the longest in Trinidad and Tobago, and they have corrupted every nook and cranny in Trinidad and Tobago. I said it. Yes, they have. Take a listen to this. To my surprise, I was shocked. And she cussed to her. I also cut out the cussing to me, boy. She cussed, boy. Yeah, boy. Listen to this.
It is very windy where I am right now. I'm actually Barry in your constituency walking, right? So I guess if I could stop by your constituency office, maybe a day. Although from what I hear from your constituency, I'm never in the constituency office. And they maybe the lion.
You see how them just spread the propaganda? You see? Right? Yeah? Listen how they just spread the propaganda. You come to talk something, but you want to spread propaganda.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
So I wake up this morning to people pointing out to me that you, Barry Paderal, calling my name in your mouth in interviews. So I want to invite you to do something for me, and I'm hoping that the people on the live are hearing me clearly because it's pretty noisy, pretty windy where I am. There is a file that was put together. Dave Tanku would have asked the accounts department in the Ministry of Finance, and I guess HR as well, in the Ministry of Finance to put together an entire file of information on me, right?
Tommy, how does she know that?
How
does she know that?
Exactly.
How she knows that? How? You see, Tommy, I worked at the New York Stock Exchange for 23 years. And one of the main things we used to look for is insider trading, right? Insider trading means to say that what happened is that. Go ahead.
Somebody inside breached the confidentiality.
Correct. Right? How could this be? How could she know that they put a file on her unless somebody from inside the Ministry of Finance told her that? Some P&M inside the Ministry of Finance told her that. How? How could she know that? How she get that information? Well, yeah.
Somebody breached.
Yep. So, Tommy, we are a lawless society, Tommy. A lawless dump. What information is confidential? Is there any information in Trinidad and Tobago confidential, Tommy? Any?
Obviously not.
Just imagine, she's stating that, anyway, let me listen to her, because it's a good thing, Tommy. They might say this is AI to her.
Was put together. Dave Tanku would have asked the accounts department in the Ministry of Finance, and I guess HR as well, in the Ministry of Finance to put together an entire file of information on me, right? And that file was given to Anand Ram Logan. I know that because I had sight of the email.
Tommy, how could she saw the emails, Tommy?
Yep.
Tommy, this is serious, you know?
Of course.
This is from inside the Ministry of Finance, you know? You all think this thing is joke? This is serious. She saw the emails, and Tommy, the audacity of this young lady to go out and speak that publicly, you know, Tommy?
There are no consequences.
Oh, Tommy. No consequences, Tommy. None. When is that going to change, Tommy?
That you may never see.
Just continue to listen. Just a little more.
That Anand Ram Logan would have sent to a range of persons within the cabinet, 2 or 3 persons within the cabinet. So, and in that email, Anand would have indicated, or Anand's law firm, let me say lawyers from Anand's law firm, would have indicated what my contractual arrangements were. The file had all of my invoices, all of the payments that were made to me. It would have had all of my contracts with the Ministry of Finance, listing what my duties and responsibilities were as a consultant. You would have been able to see every single time there was a contract renewal. The file also indicates that the Ministry of Finance is still owing me money. And I remained as a consultant to the Ministry of Finance well into Dave Tanku's tenure as line minister, because Dave came on as line minister and I was still there, and I was paid for the period that Tanku was there as line minister. So, Barry, because I know you have the file, John Jeremy has the file, Dave Tanku has the file, Kamla Prasad Bisesa has the file, just release the file. Put the file in the public domain, and so that way you will You don't have to be calling my name in a vacuum. Because I know why you just call my name. Calling my name likely to give you the most resilient hard-on of your life. But put the file in the public domain so that way people will see exactly what I was doing on behalf of the Ministry of Finance. They will also see what my experience and education levels are for the Ministry of Finance, because you can't be putting me up alongside Stark Grimes, Baby Teeth, Matara, Twiggy. You can't do that. That's an insult. It's a disrespect. Right? So put the file out there. Also, after you've put my file out there, because remember, I have my file too, right? And I also have the report that was sent on to Anand Ram Logan's law firm, that was then forwarded from Anand's law firm to the government, right, to the cabinet, so that Ole could decide how Ole was going to respond to Dave's budget 2026. Because let's not forget, the UNC's entire response to budget 2026 was
I mean, well, we in a serious place, boy. We in a serious thing, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Just imagine, boy. Just imagine. Boy. No consequences. No consequences. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
A blessed night, Pro, Uncle T, and all in the village.
Same to you.
Yeah, yeah. If ugliness was a crime, they'd have locked me up, you know. Yeah, you understand? Yeah. But I know they would have hung a few of them outside there. I'm sure they would have hung a few of them outside there. Now, tell me what madness it is that taking place in this country and people could walk around talking it without consequence.
Man, unbelievable, no? Unbelievable, man.
It seems as though that the security services and them and the ministries and them don't have no clear policy where confidentiality is concerned.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Public servants supposed to be some of the most confidential set of people. You understand? They're not supposed to show any kind of partiality because they are public servants. Right? Now, if this thing taking place, who gave her the files?
Why?
How she know that Anna Ramlogan is the one that made the dossier and sent it out? How she know that? Well, I guess she said that she was working in the ministry, right?
Yeah.
And Barry was paying her.
Yeah.
So which means she was thieving information. Right? Isn't that a crime? I would like to know, if interfering with ministry property, intellectual property, and all these kind of things, if that is not a crime.
I that is so right, Mr. Intellectual. That is IT, that is intellectual property, boy. In this country in America, Tommy, Mr. Intellectual, intellectual property is significantly important.
Remember, this is something that the ministry is compiling to ensure the safety and security of the ministry and the financial system that they have, right? That is intellectual property. You interfere with that, you're interfering with the foundation of the ministry. But again, I just an ugly man outside there who could get locked up if it's a crime. I just hoping that they go find them who they have to hang in. Have a blessed night, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Tommy, Mr. Aruka called back. Anderson called back. We have just about a few minutes to go. Tommy, Moses says, why should you spread propaganda every night you're on air?
He knows what the meaning. He knows what the meaning of propaganda is.
No, he don't. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. Moses, I challenge you. Challenge you. Propaganda is when you do stuff to mislead people. Our information is right there, right? Bring us information where we are misleading the people, like how the Fourth Estate is misleading the people, and how the PNM have misled the country for years upon years upon years upon years. Yeah, you see, the problem with PNM people is that they don't like FACTS, they like FAX. And when you come here, you get a lot of FACTS as opposed to FAX. So it's very problematic for you all. But we are going to continue to bring the truth, the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
That's it. And that's all we know. Right? And whenever you come in here, and you know, Moses, you will learn a little bit too. Just as how Ganga Chana Joseph has really improved. He has improved since he has been here. Tell me, you would agree with that?
Fully.
He has improved. And Patty is on her way to improving. And we don't mind that. We don't mind helping you be a better person. And to be a more of a critical thinker than to be a PNM thinker. Because anytime you are a PNM thinker, that means the miseducation of the PNM have done the job on you that it was supposed to do. Yeah? Mr. Ruka, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Uncle Tom and Professor.
Yeah.
You know, these people and them just, these PNMites, people just intend to break this law and lawless. Just some penny with Bates and Alwari and this big Borato man where you pop there, what you? That woman looking possessed, boy. That woman, she possessed, boy. She has some kind of demon and she have money. She them demon possessed. But the lawless, the PNM, the lawless. They just feel breaking the law. Something had to be wrong with them. Good program. Have a good night, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, Tommy. I don't know. You understand? Tommy, yeah, what Moses say? I like Moses doing it. Moses says, Wall Street, you know what I cannot understand about you? Why are you always preaching critical thinking, but you allow people to assume things when they call? You know, Moses, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Eh? Tell me, Moses, I have to give you credit though, that, you know, when you put stuff in the chat, it is well explained, so to speak. Right, Tommy?
Yep.
So we don't have to kind of figure out what you mean. That is a good thing. So I don't know if you have ever left Trinidad or you're still living in Trinidad, right? I don't know if you just travel. Maybe that has helped you significantly with the miseducation that you receive from the PNM, right? And you're still working on improving. That's a good thing, right? But we always tell people here, we want you to think critically. So you want me to think critically for the callers. Right, Tommy? You want me to go into their brains and figure out what they mean. Right? For example, look, the financial guru call. Right? I should have gone into the financial guru brain and figure out what he really means. Right? Alright call. Well, I really can't go into alright brain. Let me not go there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But folks, we're going to take that break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up. So put your closing comments. Anderson, you have a minute right at the top of the hour. Go ahead, I'll give you the minute.
Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, good night, and to all the listeners. I will say, UNC have a lot to blame at this, you know. To start with, which was doing working still below Dave Tanko, right? She was to be paid off and fired. Well, Michael Legerton doing still in the CPEP office. The close on CPEP, but you know the office open still, and all the PNM and them getting paid. Michael Legerton still up in the office, getting a monthly salary. They move Coco, right? Which is no friend of mine. And it goes on to whereby Freddie Sherman have a PNM advisor. Wait is with the UNC, that is all say when UNC is for the whole country. We know that.
Anderson. Let me ask you a question. Could you just have a PNM advisor?
A PNM advisor. The advisor is a strong PNM.
Wait. That is an advisor for her in the ministry.
In her ministry. Yeah, being well paid every month.
You sure about that, Anderson?
I'm very sure.
All right, listen, we gotta go for the break. Let me go for the break. All right?
All right.
Anderson, I don't know about that. Tommy, to me, an advisor is a person. If you are a minister and you have an advisor, that advisor helps you with giving you advice about the department, giving you advice about things that's happening in your ministry, right?
Correct.
I don't want to believe that he's an advisor in that form as far as the ministry is concerned. I'm not saying that I know. I don't want to believe that. I think that needs to be clarified. All right, let me go for the break. We'll be right back. Stay on stage. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're back at you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95. Oh, God. Tommy, Moses is kicks it up. Moses said, Washit, I'll call in one of these days to have a 10-minute dialogue with you based on the lies and propaganda you tell your audience. Tommy, wow. Moses, boy?
I guess you can call in any day.
Yeah, you can call any day. You know, Moses is one thing, eh? You see here, right? We allow many different people to call, voice their opinion, right? And if they decide to go sideways and mislead, we pull them up. That is what it is. We pull them up. Yeah? What, boy? Basement is Brooklyn and Wall Street. What basement is that? Patty, you could sleep in my basement for years, you know. Tommy, she shouldn't make them statement, boy.
She don't know your basement is a pet house.
She know that. She know that. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, Mr. Anslim and Mr. Tobel, everyone, eh? Before you had a debate with what your name is Moses?
Moses.
Right, just have a video I was sending for you how to read smoke signals. Because them is Jurassic people, you know.
Oh, God.
So they had to read smoke signals with that one. All right, guys. Everybody be safe.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Very good. I like Moses say whatever 10-minute conversation. Moses, you could call, you know. You don't stop nobody from calling. Here's one thing, eh? Tommy,
yep.
We don't screen calls here.
At all.
We don't screen calls. You understand? We originate. We don't imitate Moses. Yeah. Okay. Jenny C. Paul says Wall Street, they must PNMize their empty words and derogatory comments. They can't debate, just run. Yeah. Yeah, man. Anyway, folks, my closing comment. One time, what's your name today, boy?
Who?
Come here and see your partner today, no?
Who partner? Which one?
But you have so much of them, boy.
Yeah.
The what fella? I'm the one thing today, boy.
Don't argue with donkeys, the donkey said to the tiger. The grass is blue. The tiger replied, No, the grass is green. The discussion heated up, and the two decided to go to the lion, the king of the jungle. Already before reaching the forest where the lion was sitting on his throne, the donkey began to shout, His Highness, is it true that the grass is blue? The lion replied, True, the grass is blue. The donkey hurried and continued, The tiger disagrees with me and contradicts and annoys me. Please punish him. The king then declared, The tiger will be punished with 5 years of silence. The donkey jumped cheerfully and went on his way, content and repeating, The grass is blue. The tiger accepted his punishment, but he asked the lion, Your Majesty, why have you punished me? After all, the grass is green. The lion replied, In fact, the grass is green. The tiger asked, So why are you punishing me? The lion replied, That has nothing to do with the question of whether the grass is blue or green. The punishment is because it is not possible for a brave and intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with a donkey, and on top of that, come and bother me with that question. The worst waste of time is arguing with the fool and fanatic who does not care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his beliefs and illusions. Never waste time on arguments that don't make sense. There are people who, no matter how much evidence and evidence we present to them, are not in the capacity to understand, and others are blinded by ego, hatred, and resentment. And all they want is to be right, even if they are not. When ignorance screams, intelligence is silent. Your peace and quietness are worth more. You probably won't see us again, so don't forget to hit the follow button and be a part of us.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tom.
Colson Whitehead says, If it's true for you, it's true for someone else, and you are no longer alone. If it's true for you, it's true for someone else, and you are no longer alone. You, the man in the mirror, you have to become that change that you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. We'll see each other tomorrow, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me go to the chat here. Lucky Lal had said, Anselm, do you remember TNT marathon runner from Enterprise Shogunas, Mr. Gaston? From what year that was Lucky Lal? I don't remember that now. Unless there is sometimes young people them do have a nickname, you know. A nickname might be better. Okay, closing comments from Angie. Steve actually live outside of Trinidad, boy. Steve a shock, boy.
Who's that?
Steve, you live out of Trinidad.
Okay.
Nigel English, all good night, folks. Fire 1 p.m. for the next 20 years. Angie, villagers have a blessed and peaceful night. Eugenia Pundit, to all our intelligent WZYE family, see you all tomorrow, God willing. Angie, blessed and restful night to all villagers. Tomorrow will be a better day. Indra Singh, have a safe and blessed night, folks. Indra Singh, closing comment, what's in the dark must and will come to light. Lucky Lal, nothing in life is easy, so don't make it harder by approaching it reluctantly. Banwariki says, my forefathers brought 95% of all vegetable and fruits from India. Okay. Judy Ali wants us to call Khadija and ask if her advisor is a staunch PNM. Dr. Sharma says, have a pleasant and safe night all. Jay Howlett says, always choose happiness. Don't look back for regrets. Look forward with hope and courage, love in your heart, and peace in your mind. Okay. Santa Cruz says, till tomorrow, God willing, stay safe, stay blessed, stay dry and hydrated, and don't argue with he or read. Oh, God. Tommy, they give Patricia a new name, you know.
What's that?
I'll put it on the screen for you.
Patricia Weed.
That's the name of the she is. Good night, villagers. Catch up tomorrow, evening, same time tomorrow. Actually, when we look for a comment, I can't see that comment. Let me see that comment. Anyway, Santa Cruz says, some people don't deserve access to your peace. Leave them behind and don't look back. So, folks, we see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. See you. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9, the world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal